for this story. Today we are going, please, for the book, you will open page 428. 428. But the beginning of the page of the story itself, 426. Yes. Okay. 426. This one.
Wow.
Okay. Are you ready to listen? Are you ready to listen?
Yes.
Okay, I share the sound
Teacher,
with
I know
you.
this story. I saw it on YouTube.
Yeah, okay.
You share the sound?
Okay, listen to me, please. I make mute for all of you to be able to focus together. But before, who left the session? You are 18. Before you start listening, who left the session?
No one.
Are you sure?
Yes, we are 18. This is the...
You are 16, yeah, you are 16.
Somebody left and joined, but now
No.
I joined
You are,
again. We are
no,
full.
you are
Nobody is
16.
active now.
Okay, Mom, you are 16 only.
Yes.
And these two, me and the main host, so you are, there is no problem now. It's the same number. Lower your hand, please, at first before we start listening. Lower your hand, please. Hashim, we said page 426. 426. Okay, Hashim? 426. Okay. Now we are going to listen. If you can't hear, please, Ryan, tell me if you can't hear the sound, okay? If you can't hear the sound, tell me. Now I play the sound, the track.
Juan Verdades, the man who couldn't tell a lie.
Yes, Ryan, you can hear?
Yes.
Huh? Yes?
Number that. Yes, I hear.
Okay.
Yes, I hear.
Okay, thanks, Ryan. Be ready all to listen with your book, please.
Juan Verdades, the man who couldn't tell a lie. Retold by Joe Hayes. Illustrated by Joseph Daniel Fiedler. Genre: folk tales are stories with no known author that have been told by one generation to the next. As you read, think about stories you've heard or read that are like Juan Verdades.
So the general question that we ask every time, what's the genre of the story? What is the genre of the story? Who knows the answer? What is the genre of the story? Okay, Mahmoud. Huh? Yes.
Folk tales.
Yes, what does it mean? What is it?
The meaning?
Yes. What do I mean by folk tale? Yes.
Stories with no known author that have been told by
one generation to the next. So the genre of the story, thanks so much, Mahmoud. The genre of the story, you can meet yourself, Mahmoud, please. The genre of the story, as we listen together, it's folk tales. It means that our stories with no known. It means with unknown author. The author who wrote this story is unknown for us. Okay, and that have been told by one generation to the next. It has been told by one generation to the next. Ali, you ask about the meaning of the word generation. As you know, you are from this type of people like us. We are a generation, okay? The previous people was last generation, okay? Ali Muhammad, I'll open the mic to follow me. You ask about the meaning of the word generation. We studied in science. Ali Muhammad. Yes, Ali. Sorry, Ali Muhammad.
Yes.
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 Generation. You know the meaning of generation? Ali.
Valid and invalid.
This is called generalization. But I mean, you asking me about the word generation. What does it mean, generation? Yes? Yes, Ali? Ali, can you hear me?
Yes, yes,
Okay, generation, it means a class of people, okay, like us, we are a class of people, okay? You are a new generation,
yes,
okay? And we are older than you. And before us, there are the oldest generation, okay? It means a class of people, or a class, for example, for plants or for animals, or the generation, okay? People from one people to another class to the newest in this way, okay? One can tell the next. For example, your grandfather, okay?
yes,
You are for him, you can be for him like the new generation,
yes.
okay?
Okay.
This is the meaning in general. You can meet yourself. I think so much. There is a one who left the session. I don't know why. Okay. Let's complete listening.
Question of the week. How do we demonstrate trustworthiness?
Now we are going to listen for the text. Before we listen, I can give you a general idea about this story. For this story is talking about Juan Bernal, or his real name is Juan Valdez. Juan Valdez. He was called by Juan Bernal because he couldn't tell a lie. He always tell the truth. So the people around him gave him this name, Juan Verdades, but his real name is Juan Valdez. There are two rancheros, it means, or two owners of a farm. One of them called Don Ignacio, and the other is called Don Arturo. Don Ignacio wanted to make a bet with Don Arturo. Bet, it means a challenge that he would make Juan Verdales to tell a lie. Don Arturo accepted the challenge and asked him that he would bet his ranch against his ranch if he tried to make Juan Verdales to tell a lie. But his wife, the wife of Don Arturo, started to cry because they maybe lost their ranch. Because she is sure that Juan Verdades will not tell a lie. Let's listen for the first part of the story to know more details. Yes, for the one who's chatting. Adam left. Okay. Okay, thanks, Muhammad Bey. Maybe he has a problem in the internet. Okay. Let's listen.
One late summer day, a group of wealthy rancheros was gathered on the village plaza, joking and laughing and discussing events on their ranches. One of the men, whose name was Don Ignacio, had a fine apple tree on his land. The rancher called the apple tree El Manzano Real, the royal apple tree, and was extremely proud of it. It had been planted by his great-grandfather, and there was something about the soil it grew in and the way the afternoon sun struck it that made the apple tree flourish. It gave sweeter and more flavorful fruit than any other tree in the country round about.
And for Don Arturo, he wanted to get this apple tree, as we know the main advantages of this apple tree. Please stop chatting, please, to focus forward with the explanation, please. No, Adam, he said about Adam, not about you, Adam. Don't worry. Okay. For the part that we listened together, it said one late summer day, a group of wealthy rancheros. The word rancheros, it means the owner of a field, the owner of, or the owners of fields. Do you know the meaning of the word field? Like farm. Okay. Was gathered on the village plaza. Plaza, it means here open square, joking and laughing and discussing events in their ranches. Ranches again, it means what? Fields or farm. Please write the meaning with me. Write the meaning. The word rancheros, it means the owners of the fields. The owners of the fields. Rancheros. And the word ranch, it means field. Field. If you cannot write the meaning of it, field. Field. One of the men whose name was Don Ignacio had a fine apple tree on his land. The rancher called the apple tree in Mandano Rian. In Mandano Rian. As I told you, this story we can find some Spanish word. In Manzano Real here it means the royal apple tree. The royal apple tree. You can underline for El Mandano Real, and the meaning of it here is stated the meaning the royal apple tree. Highlight or underline for this part. And was extremely proud of it. Why? You can highlight for the next lines that I will read. Because it had been planted by his great grandfather. He was so proud of it because it had been planted by his grandfather, by his great grandfather. It means the father of his grandfather. And there was something about the soil it grew in, and the way the afternoon sun struck it that made the apple tree flourish. What else? It gave sweeter and more flavorful fruit than any other tree in the country around about. This also another advantage for this tree because it gave sweeter and more flavorful fruit that any other tree in the country round about. Okay, highlight for these lines also. Highlight for this line. Let's complete listening.
Every rancher for miles around knew about El Manzano Real, and each year they all hoped Don Ignacio would give them a small basket of its sweet fruit. And so each of the ranchers asked Don Ignacio how the fruit of the apple tree was doing. To each one, Don Ignacio replied, "It's doing beautifully, amigo, beautifully. My foreman takes perfect care of the tree, and every evening he reports how the fruit is ripening." When Don Ignacio said
So as he said that each year they all hoped Don Ignacio would give them a small basket of its sweet fruit. He's talking about in Mindanao Ria. So all the ranchers want to get it, want this apple tree because of its fruit.
this to his friend Don Arturo, the other man replied, "Do you mean to say, Don Ignacio, that you don't tend your magnificent tree yourself? How can you have such faith in your employee? Maybe he's not doing all he says he is. Maybe he's not telling you the truth." Don Ignacio wagged a finger at his friend. "Mi capataz has never failed me in any way," he insisted.
Sorry, we have the word amigo, this one. It's doing beautifully, amigo. You can find in the second, in the third, or in the paragraph that starts with every rancher. Every rancher. Did you find this paragraph? The word amigo here, it means friend. The word amigo here, it means friend. It's doing beautifully, amigo. Amigo here means friend. And the last one in the same paragraph, ripening, it means ready, ready to eat. Ripening means ready to eat. Okay, you can write the meaning of it. Ripening means ready to eat. I'd like to repeat the next paragraph again. That starts with the word when.
His friend Don Arturo. The other man replied, "Do you mean to say, Don Ignacio?" So each of the ranchers asked Don Ignacio how the fruit of the apple tree was doing. To each one, Don Ignacio replied, "It's doing beautifully, amigo, beautifully. My foreman takes perfect care of the tree, and every evening he reports how the fruit is ripening." When Don Ignacio said this to his friend Don Arturo, The other man replied, "Do you mean to say, Don Ignacio, that you don't tend your magnificent tree yourself? How can you have such faith in your employee? Maybe he's not doing all he says he is. Maybe he's not telling you the truth." Don Ignacio wagged a finger at his friend. "Mi Capataz has never failed me in any way," he insisted.
As the word wagged is said here, Don Ignacio wagged a finger at his friend. It means moved from side to side. The challenge started the challenge started between Don Ignacio and Don Arturo.
"He has never told me a lie." "Are you sure, compadre?" said Don Arturo. "Are you sure that he has never lied to you?" "Absolutely certain, compadre. Absolutely certain."
For the word mi capataz, this one, did you find? In the paragraph that starts with Don Ignacio wagged, this one, wagged, Don Ignacio wagged, this one. At the bottom, you can see. Okay, you can open the mic for all of you. You follow me?
Yes, yes, miss.
Okay.
Miss,
The
can you
paragraph,
choose again?
I
What
say
is
again.
Mister,
real?
Yes, mister.
Mister, I have a problem.
What is
What?
real?
Mister, I don't hear anything.
What?
I don't hear anything, Mister.
Why?
I don't know.
You have a
Stop.
mic. You have a mic.
Mister, what is El Manzano real?
What, Mister?
We said the royal apple tree. Okay.
No one took a good for you, Mister.
Yes, Ryan. I said the royal apple tree. Okay.
Mister, what Mister? The word you said.
What?
Mister.
Okay. In this way, I can focus. So please listen to me once. Okay.
Mister, I didn't.
I say again. For the word Mika Bataz, did you find this one? I can highlight for you. You can see it? Okay. This word, it means my foreman. Foreman means the owner of the ranch also, or the leader of the worker, sorry. My foreman means the leader of the worker. He said Mika Bataz, it means foreman. 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 Foreman, it means the leader of the workers. This is the same meaning of the word Mika Bataz. This is a Spanish word. Okay? Let's complete listening. And also, before we move, we have a word. Compadre, this paragraph, I'll highlight for you. Compadre, this one, you can see it. A compadre, it means close friend. Close friend. Compadre, it means close friend. It's a Spanish word also. Let's complete listening.
The young man doesn't know how to tell a lie. His name is Juan Valdez, but everyone calls him Juan Verdades because he is so truthful.
So my question here, why was Juan Valdez called by Juan Verdades? If you know the answer, raise your hand. Okay, Ahmed? Huh?
Because he was so truthful. He never lied.
Yes, because he was so truthful. You can highlight for this part, please. Thanks so much, Ahmed. Excellent, Ahmed here. Highlight for this part, please. The young man doesn't know how to tell a lie. He said his name. I can't highlight, but you can. I think that you can see this part. His name is Juan Valdez, but everyone called him Juan Valdez because he is so truthful. You can highlight for this part, please. Let's complete listening.
I don't believe it. There never was an employee who didn't lie to his boss. I'm sure I can make him tell you a lie. Never.
So the challenge that happened, Don Arturo, Ahmed, you can mute yourself, please. Don Arturo challenged Don Ignacio that he will make Juan Verdaz to tell a lie. In against this challenge, what they agreed together? They agreed that if Juan Verdaz tell a lie, Don Arturo will take the ranch and the apple tree of Don Ignacio. But if Juan Verdaz don't tell a lie, if Juan Valdez didn't tell a lie, what happened? Don Ignacio would take the ranch of Don Arthur. As he said, I put my ranch against yours. We'll listen for the next speech after we finish this one.
replied the proud employer. The two friends went on arguing good-naturedly, but little by little they began to raise their voices and attract the attention of the other men on the plaza. Finally, Don Arturo declared loudly, I'll bet you whatever you want that within 2 weeks at the most, I'll make this Juan Verdades tell you a lie. All right, replied Don Ignacio. It's a deal. I'll bet my ranch against yours that you can't make my foreman lie to me.
Okay, that's all for this part that I want to focus with you today. I'll share now the question and ask one by one to answer with me this question. Just wait, please. If you want to answer, please at first lower your hand. At first lower your hand before asking the question. Lower your hand at first, please. And now I can share it with you. Make slideshow for this part. Question on the story page 428 and 429. The first question that we have. Explain the genre of the story. Karim?
Yes, miss.
Yes,
It's a
explain.
folk tale.
Yes.
Are stories that has
That are told
no
that
author.
yes, with no author, with with unknown author. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, huh? And told by what? Told from, huh? Told from one generation
Uh,
to the next. Yes, Karim?
to the
Yes?
next.
Yes.
Yes, miss.
Can you read the answer, please?
Yes, miss.
Hmm.
Okay. A folktale is a story with an unknown author that is told by one generation to the next.
Yes, thanks so much, Karim. Excellent. Okay, the next question. Adam?
Yes, mister.
Yes. Who are
Who
the
are the
characters?
characters?
Yes. Yes,
Mister,
Adam?
your sound is cutting.
You have a problem in the internet, Adam. Okay, Adam? Huh? Adam. Okay, may I ask another one?
Mister, your sound was cutting.
Okay, can you answer number 2?
Yes. Who are the characters? Um, one Verde. Wait, I
Valdez,
forgot his name. Valdez.
Juan
Juan
Valdez.
Valdez.
Okay, or Juan Verdad.
And
Don Ignacio. Yes. Don Arturo. And you know the name of the daughter, daughter of Don Arturo, that's called Araceli. Okay. Again, can you read the names? Adam. Adam, can you repeat the names again?
Mister, your sound is cutting.
I think that you have the problem, Adam. Okay, Adam and son.
Mister, your sound is cutting.
Okay, Adam. Can you repeat again these names, Adam?
Yes, mister.
Huh? So you have a problem, Adam. Okay. Ryan? Ryan? I'm sorry for what happened in grade 6. I'll ask for the host now.
It's okay, mister.
Yes, I'm the host. Okay. Sorry, I share this question again with you. You can see it or no? You can see it?
No.
No? Okay, I'll share again with you. How now you can see? Okay, I'll share again with you. Sorry. I'll share it again with you. Now you can see it? Huh? Ryan? Ryan, can you see?
Yes, now we can see it.
Yes, mister.
Okay, sorry for this problem because I
Mister,
think what?
can I answer?
Okay, Ryan, yes, okay. I think that there's a problem in the program itself, not in the internet, because it did the same yesterday.
Mister,
Yes,
when
for the
we used
characters, okay.
one Verdades,
Yes.
Don Ignaco,
Don
and
Ignacio, no, Ignacio.
Ignacio, Don are
Adam, listen to me, please. For the letter C, if the letter C followed by I, E, and Y, we set it or produce a sound C, not K. Okay?
Mister, your voice is cutting again.
Okay, can you read the answer, Adam? Again. Huh? Yes,
Mister,
read
your
the...
voice is cutting.
Okay, Adam. You can mute yourself, Adam. Okay, the characters, I see the characters again. Juan Verdaz, Don Ignacio, Don Arturo, and Araceli. Mahmoud, can you hear me? Yeah, before, sorry. Yes, Mahmoud. We have only two questions, Mahmoud. Number 3.
Yes, Mister.
Yes, Mahmoud. Why was Juan Valdez called by
Why
Juan
was Juan Valdez called?
was called by Juan Valdez?
Because he never tell a lie.
Or we can say because he
Because
was...
he never tell a lie.
Yes, well done. Or we can say because he was
Because he was
truthful.
so truthful.
Yes, excellent.
Truthful.
Uh, Abdurrahman Muhammad. Abdurrahman.
Yes, miss.
Yes. Number 4.
What was the bet between Don Arthur and John
Don Arturo and Don Ignacio.
Ignacio?
Yes.
Uh, if If John Verdadis tell a lie, he will give him his ranch.
Yes. So please, the one who has the sound, please mute yourself. Okay, Abdurrahman again. Huh?
And if John Verdadis tell a lie, he will give him his ranch.
Yes, well done. Or we can say that the pet was. Can you read the answer, please?
The bet was that Don Arturo would try to make
Juan.
Verdadis
We can say
Juan
Juan
Verdadis
in the Spanish word. Okay, as a Spanish word.
Verdadis to tell
Yes.
a lie. Don Ignacio told him that he would bet his ranch against Don Arturo's ranch.
Yes, against his ranch. I mean, yes.
Yes.
Okay, thanks so much, Abdurrahman. I think that the session we have about only 1 minute. Yes, it's supposed to read. It's supposed for us to read, but no problem. And we can read till the teacher join us. If you join now, you can stop. You have Mr. Ashraf after this session or what? What do you have? What subject that you have? Yes, Mahmoud. What subject that you have?
I don't know.
Don't know. Ahmed Ihab, you know what subject after this one?
Arabic, miss.
Arabic, Mr. Ashraf.
Like Mr. Ashraf. Yes,
He
Mr. Ashraf.
joined us or no?
No.
Okay, we can start reading till you join us. Okay, we can start reading. All of you, open your book, please, and pay attention. Yes, we can start with Muhammad Bahir. Can you start reading?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Open your cam and read, please, Muhammad.
Okay, okay. Wait, I'll open my camera. One late summer day, a group of wealthy ranchers was gathered on the village plaza, joking and laughing and discussing events on their
Wait,
ranching.
Muhammad, please. Nawar, you have a question. What's your question, Nawar?
Yes, mister.
Yes.
We have a character named John Valdez or Valdez.
The same character, Juan Valdez, is Juan Verdanes, okay? His real name is Juan Valdez, okay? But he was
why we
called
did to him Valdez?
because he was so truthful, okay? He didn't tell a lie.
Okay.
Okay,
Mr. Ashraf is here.
Mr.
Mr.
Ashraf
Ashraf
is
is
here,
here.
okay? So we
Also,
can
Mr. Before you give him the admin, the host,
what?
close, make us cannot hear ourselves.
Mute you?
No,
Yes. No, unmute.
Unmute for all of you, okay?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Ashraf, I'll make you as a host.
Closed.
Mr. Ashraf, please, yes. Please stop lower your handing, please, to be able to make Mr. Ashraf as a host, please. Mr. Ashraf, you are the host
the
now.
last one, raising his hand. Okay.
شكرا يا مستر حماده، عامل لكل الناس ميوت يا مستر حماده، عامل لي ميوت مش عارف اتواصل معاك.
Sorry, Mr.
شكرا
Ashraf.
مستر حماده.
Sorry, Mr.
حل من المشكلة.